Okay, which way now? I think it's... Is it up and over? We want to head to the aerial. There's a path up there, I'm just not sure how we get to it. Maybe we need to go down first. Also, you would think that we need to get to that cave now. Maybe not. No. Okay, down it is.
He left his body to the medical school and was duly opened out for a crowd of students 21 days after his passing. The report is included in my edition of his book. The syphilis had torn through his guts like a drunk driver, scrambling his organs like eggs on a plate. But enough definition remained for a cursory examination, and, as I suspected, they found clear evidence of kidney stones. He's likely to have spent the last years of his life in considerable pain. Perhaps this is the root of his laudanum habit. Although its use makes him an unreliable witness, I find myself increasingly drawn into his orbit.
So laudanum was a type of narcotic. Popular in, I think it was Victorian times. Although they didn't have drunk car drivers in Victorian times.
They found Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. All around him small flowers were reaching for the weak sun. The goats had adjusted happily to life without a shepherd and were grazing freely about the valley. Donnelly reports they hurled the body in fear and disgust down the shaft, but I cannot corroborate this story.
Skeletal remains of another shipwreck.
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
Yeah, I think it's certainly a game about madness, losing your mind. And loss and grief, I think. It's clear this guy is on the path to suicide. Or at least the story is. I don't know if we're following him or we are him, I'm not sure. Oh, this must be the shaft where they threw Jakobsen. I don't think we want to go down there, do we? There's only one. Whoa, okay, we're going. Well, we'll find out whether or not we were supposed to go down there, I'm sure, by where we arrive.
Did Jakobsen crawl this far? Can I identify the scratches his nails ruined into the rocks? Am I following him cell for cell, inch for inch? Why did he turn back on himself and not carry through to the ascent?
Okay, this way I think. Strangely beautiful. Wow. Which way are we supposed to go?
They'd stop the traffic back as far as the Sanford Junction and come up the hard shoulder like radio signals from another star. It took 21 minutes for them to arrive. I watched Paul time it to the second on his watch.
They look like electrical symbols. circuits. So I think we do need to go up by the waterfall. So Mia gifted me this because he'd seen I'd been playing the Static Here's my name, and he said I should play this instead. And this is so beautiful. Thank you, Mia. I guess we go that way. There's only a quick way down, I think. So I don't think we want to go down there yet. Maybe where we end up. Whoa.
In my final dream, I sat at peace with Jakobsen and watched the moon over the Sandford Junction. Goats grazed on the hard shoulder, the world gone to weed in redemption. He showed me his fever scars, and I mine, between each shoulder the nascency of flight.
Now, which way? Before we cross this bridge, let's just have a look over there. Oh, look at those crystals. I wonder if we go down there, if we can get up the other bank. Yeah. Should we just have a look down the other side and see what was there? It seems like in a game that's this beautiful, we shouldn't miss anything. And although we're not collecting treasure, we are collecting stories. You never know where there's another piece of story hidden. I recognise that. That is a... oh, what do you call it? A photo... it's a transistor that's affected by photons. Okay, so now we'll follow the main path again. So we've seen some of these diagrams out, because I think that's my chemistry's not very good, but I do recognise some bits of it. Nitrous oxide and hydroxide, laughing gas maybe? I don't recognise these things that look sort of biological. But of all the sciences, biology was the one that I discontinued first, quite enjoyed it, I just wanted to focus on the others.